All right, take two. This is the only retake I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to do these without a retake from now on. What I'm gonna be doing is recording myself every day for 10 minutes, and that's it. I'm gonna be using this 10 minutes to talk about how I'm feeling, maybe the current struggles, some of the current thoughts that I'm having, and I'm gonna use this as reference for progress. And then also maybe something to look back on to just help me reflect, because I find often that I forget how I feel at a given period of time, especially when I'm feeling good and I want to return to that. But I find it difficult because I don't know what this good felt like, and I forget how to get there. And it's almost, I find it hard to achieve something or a state when you don't really know what that state is. You only know the broad term of feeling good or like your old self. That's how I describe it oftentimes. And that's just, it's not very helpful for me. So hopefully I can continue to do this. I've tried different techniques such as journaling, but I've never been super consistent. I feel like maybe this one will be an easier format for me to do consistently. It's just 10 minutes of talking to myself, and maybe at some point if I develop a following or whatever, then maybe I can talk to an audience. And then I'm not sure what benefits this could have. I'm sure it'll help me just be, hopefully, I don't know, hopefully it carries a lot of benefits, such as maybe getting better at speaking in general and speaking more clearly, maybe articulating ideas on the spot. I have no script. But yeah, so with 2 minutes in, I'm going to preface kind of the state that I'm in right now and the current things that I'm going through, which isn't, I don't find it to be a lot, but for whatever reason, I'm having a tough time navigating it, and I'm feeling pretty, I guess I'm feeling pretty lost and like aimless, and it's strange. It's very strange. But anyway, so I just got out of the Marine Corps 2 months ago, around this day 2 months ago, and I'm on a thing called SkillBridge right now. They near contract. I have a week left of that, and it's for a pharmaceutical company. What I want to do right now is pursue a PharmD degree, and then from there, hopefully, I can have a more tailored approach of what I want to do beyond that, and I'll be able to, figure that out while I'm in school, and just within the next couple of years, maybe networking and just continue to do research and gain experience. I enjoy the industry from what I've learned so far, but then again, I haven't done any work really in the industry. I'm just getting exposure, but it seems interesting so far, and I feel like it's much more open for opportunity when compared to things like clinical pharmacy or retail pharmacy, because you can realistically be in the medical affairs side of the pharmaceutical industry for any drug that you want, really. Granted, maybe you don't all the time will have the, it won't be up to you to pick what drug you're, developing or on the med affairs team for. However, maybe you do have a choice in that, and I don't know. I know for me that I'm more interested in novel approaches to treating psychiatric illness, as I have some skin in the game. Actually, that's really why I'm creating this in the first place, is I've been diagnosed with generalized and anxiety disorder, with social anxiety disorder. I don't know what I have. I assume that it's that, considering I was diagnosed with it, but very strange, and I've been in denial of that for a long time. But this whole kind of thing is battle, I guess, with mental health, we'll call it. It started quite a few years ago, 2021, It was the first time I recall dealing with this specifically. And, it probably stemmed a lot earlier than that, but 2021 is where I can recall going through this first episode, we'll call it. And really what I think now, and this is through a lot of self-reflection, a lot of experience of experiencing these, and theories as to what it could be, and speaking to people, and a lot of research, a lot of Reddit research, to be honest, but, also research and listening to podcasts and watching informational videos and, just, how it is. Like if you're going through something, you're constantly looking up things, trying to solve it. And for me, I always wanted to solve it. And somehow I still haven't. It's been 4 years and still keep, relapsing into these bouts, which is mind boggling to me, because most things by now I would have found a solution at least, or I wouldn't feel so defenseless when it comes to it. But this one, it's a beast that it's hard to control it. And I think in part by how I'm explaining to, that it's hard to return to a state that you can't remember how it was like, or you don't know what it's like to feel like that, so you don't really know how to return to it. And I hope that by doing this, I'm going to reveal some things through my speech. I'm going to try to talk everything out, and maybe at some point in the future, there's going to be some way I can consolidate all of these videos and maybe get a better method to fighting this by, uploading it to some kind of artificial intelligence or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe just self-reflection or whatever. Kind of using this as a free therapy, maybe, because I don't have access to therapy at this moment. And oftentimes when I've been to therapy many times, and most of the time it just ends up being me talking to the therapist for about an hour, and then the next week I come back and do the same thing over and over. Not often have I received anything no novel approaches, we'll say, or novel advice, because everything that you need to fight anxiety is really on the internet for methods. And there's not that many, to be honest, which is kind of the unfortunate part. And one of the reasons why I want to get into pharmacy is I would like to be on some of the cutting edge research that's going into fighting anxiety or reducing anxiety, managing it, how to cope with it, and stuff like that. It's a strange one because it's your body's, adaptation to what it perceives as a threat or fear. So it's your body trying to protect you from things. And I'm sure it's an amalgamation of things going on. And each of these could probably be addressed in, individually. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm going with this. Is I'm going to try to use this as a tool to combat anxiety, and maybe if I get to the point where this starts to resonate with people, that's one of my goals that I've been thinking about recently, as well as I would like to start some kind of support group, and maybe this can help me figure out how to do that, or gain some better ideas doing that. I'm going to be going to school at California State University, Chico, or Chico State, here in the fall. And if they don't have an established program, which I'm sure they do, I would like to, stand up a club or some kind of group or something of that nature, just to help people that are going through similar things. And hopefully I want it to be a free resource for anyone in need that has, maybe gone through similar things. But this is day one, and I'll catch you here tomorrow. catch myself here tomorrow.